What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another 216 pregame show. I am Tim Fatty Bates. He is Brian Pillis, and one of us is live downtown at Western Summit for the Mac for Butts. One of us is at home warm because he got too drunk over the weekend at a wedding. Hey, buddy!
Yeah, we had a wedding Friday, Fatty. We partied pretty hard, and I'm still paying for it as I hang up the last, right? So
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
asked you last night if you were coming or not. You gave me a soft verbal.
Yeah, and then I took one step outside this morning. I was like, nope, not happening.
Yeah, it's a little nippy down here. It was nice and warm to begin with. We're here for City Dogs Cleveland today. We're down here at Top Dog Tailgate live on Western Summit. We're doing the Mac for Butts mac and cheese contest, which I have entered. So let me go show everybody where we're at down here, right underneath the bridge. Got a nice little setup of everybody having a good time. So come on down and join us if you want to. It's a little cold, so bundle up. But other than that, man, it's been great. A lot of fun people down here. Had conversations about the game today. Seeing a lot of Baltimore fans here. So let's get into our show and let's have some fun. Last week, you want to talk about last week?
Do I want to? No. we probably should. What a disaster as usual. A game that we both thought, we was for sure would win, and we, as usual in disappointing fashion, lost. Special teams was the huge letdown. 2 touchdowns allowed for special teams, which is pretty much unheard of these days in the NFL. But even though Kevin Stefanski talks about nothing but accountability and everything like that, Bubba Ventrone still has his job, and nothing changes on that side of the ball. Other than that, honestly, I thought the defense played really well. Offense, still not great, but a little bit better, I think, under Tommy Rees. I did like a lot of the ways he schemed things up and the little wrinkles that he created. There was obviously some different things that they worked out over the 2 weeks with the bye. So I was a little encouraged there, but then you see Dylan Gabriel on a screen pass that should be a very easy throw for an NFL player. Throw the ball about 30 feet over the wide receiver's head, and then you look ahead and there's nothing but green grass. And it was just a calamity of errors. At the end of the game, obviously, all the Jets are trying to do is run out the clock. You've got Devin Bush with a holding call when you know they're not going to throw the dang ball. That was pretty frustrating to extend the Jets' final drive. And then the final nail in the coffin with no time left. The Jets go for it on 4th down, and our buddy jumps off sides, even though we all knew they weren't going to run a play. And for the second game in a row, the head coach of the opposing team is laughing at us in his presser because he couldn't believe that worked. So what did you see, buddy? What you want to talk about anything? Get any therapy? Get anything off your chest?
Dude, it's just the special teams. I'm surprised Bubba Ventrone still has a job after that debacle. I mean, you would have won that game, except you gave up 14 points on kickoff return and a punt return, which that can't happen. That can't happen with this team because you got such a minimal chance for error for anything with this team, offensive wise and defensive wise. You cannot let mistakes like that happen. Also, what is it, Cameron Jordan? I would have sent his ass packing and just left him there in New York and just said, hey, here's a bus ticket. You find your own way home. Everybody knew what they were doing, and you still jumped off sides. Like, even the broadcast was like, what is this guy doing? And you see Stefanski's face when that happened. He about had an aneurysm. Finally, I got to see some emotion out of him. So, but no, it's just disappointing. It's another thing, and I'm trying to be optimistic about it. But as us Browns fans are, if you think about it, if we get rid of the special teams blunders, we would have 4 wins right now. The win against Cincinnati and then the Jets. So, it's just a pain in the ass right now, just watching this team, watching how bad that, you want to win, but you can't. And, the offense did do some things better. I'm not saying they were great. Um, Great thing is Gabriel still looks, I mean, he's not great. He's just, and, you get to hear clamor for Shador Sanders for another week. So it's kind of fun just dealing with all this as a Browns fan. Um, I am highly disappointed, though, in the special teams. That was just, I mean, to have a punt and a kick return, it's just unreal. Unreal. You can't have that.
It was pretty sad. And again, I mean, just thinking back to it, there's a lot of throws that Dylan Gabriel made that you're just like left you shaking your head. There was one where he spiked it into the ground, a screenplay that he gave up on. I don't know if you saw the film breakdown, but that 4th and 1 that he ended up taking the sack on, there were literally 3 wide receivers just past the line of scrimmage, the line to gain. They were all wide open. There was no defenders anywhere near them. He's still holding the ball, looking downfield, and somehow didn't find any of the 3 of them who were right in front of his face. Instead, he takes a sack. I mean, it's just I'd like to be, hopeful that it's just because he's young and all that, but I don't have a whole lot of faith in this guy. Do you think it's just rookie mistakes, or do you have any faith in Dylan Gabriel in the future?
No, he's going to be a Colt McCoy. He's going to be a backup quarterback. Normally when you see flashes out of somebody, you have some hope, and there's no flashes from this guy. There's nothing that impresses me. I mean, the wounded duck throw that he threw to Judy for the touchdown, I think it's still up in the air right now, flying over here. So I try to get hope for him, but I just can't anymore. I can't. We don't have a quarterback on this roster right now. I still want to see what Shador has. I think he might get like the last 4 games or so, but as of right now, it's not looking good for your quarterback room here for Cleveland Browns.
No, so you think that? So let's see. I'm gonna run down the schedule here. So we've got the Ravens today, obviously. Then you've got the Raiders, 49ers, Titans, and then you think that Shador Sanders comes in after the Titans game to face the Bears, Bills, Steelers, and Bengals?
He might come in for the Titans game. That's what I would think, because the Titans are kind of hot garbage also. Give him a little confidence with, the team that's rudderless right now with them. So, but, I mean, I still think we need to see before the end of the year. What about you?
I honestly, we already know that the most likely scenario is the Browns are drafting a quarterback high next year, right? Mendoza, Ty Simpson, Dante Moore, whoever it is, doesn't really matter. That's the most likely scenario. So, like, why Shador's not getting first team reps? Why he's not getting any play time? I don't know. What would have been the point in drafting him if he doesn't even get a chance this year, knowing that you're probably going to draft another quarterback in the first round next year? You know what I mean?
Well, I still don't see the point in drafting him in the first place. I mean, you drafted Dylan Gabriel in 3rd. Why would you even bring in the circus? But, hey, we're Cleveland Browns. We love the circus. So if it wasn't Shador Sanders, if we would have picked any other quarterback besides Shador Sanders in the 5th round, we wouldn't even be talking about this.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if his name is Joe Smith, maybe.
Yeah.
Anything else about it? Did you hear any of the Deep Podesta comments or anything about how he doesn't call plays and that stuff?
I did not hear anything about Deep Podesta. I as soon as it was announced that he was not going to be here, I was like, okay, perfect, and just close it down. I don't need to hear anything else from him.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't blame you. Yeah, no, just some scuttlebutt that was pretty funny and kind of yeah. See you later. Yeah, hopefully that was the last comment. It was his opening presser, and hopefully we move on. Do you think Stefanski pretty much lost his job last week with the Jets if he still had a job?
If I was the owner, yes, but I'm not the owner, so I can't really. I want to, like I told you last week, I want a whole regime change. I want everybody gone. I think we need to start fresh. I need to not gut it like roster wise, but organizational wise, we need to gut this. And I think we need to take care of it as soon as possible because I can't trust them going into next year with going to be a high first round pick and maybe selecting a quarterback to mess it up again because they've messed it up so many times already.
Yeah, I can't disagree there. Well, let's talk about this game coming up here against the Ravens. Are you going to the game?
I haven't decided yet. I might. It's still up in the air.
I'm hearing that you can get tickets for as low as $6.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You might get them for free here in a little bit.
What's the vibe from the tailgate scene there? I mean, is there any confidence? Everybody?
I'm telling you what, the great thing is about Browns fans is like tailgate here. We talked a little bit about the Browns, but everybody's just happy to be around each other, eat some good food, and just hang out. Like I said, I've seen a lot of Baltimore fans. Like I just seen one right now. So there is Baltimore fans down here. Still a lot of Browns fans, and that's the great thing about Browns fans. They still show up, even though the team's sucked. They're still here.
Yep, I'm sure there will be. I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of orange empty seats, though. If I'm being honest.
Well, the good thing is on TV you will see it. Well, maybe
they'll limit the panagrams.
Yeah.
Well, let's break it down. What are you looking forward to? What position battles do you think we could possibly? What position battles do you think we could possibly win at this week?
Not many. Probably the defensive line. I would say can handle the offensive line. But other than that, they got us at quarterback. They got us at running back. They got us, I hate to say it, a wide receiver. They got us at tight end. So, and defensive-wise, maybe defensive backs, but, I don't know. Still don't. It's not looking good. It's looking bleak. Am I expecting a blowout today? No, because normally the defense plays better at home. But I'm not looking forward to this game. I don't think they can do anything.
So, how are you? You've been a big Quinshon Judkins fan and a big Harold Fannin fan.
Yes.
Everybody that watches the past shows obviously knows that. Are you expecting either of those guys to have a decent game today?
If anybody, I would expect Judkins because, like I said, it is windy as shit down here. I expect them to run the ball as much as possible, but like I said, I'm not liking this game. There's two teams and they're going different directions. We're going down and Baltimore's streaking up, and it's not a good, especially being a 4:00 game here in Cleveland. So that means you get to see the lights at least. It's somewhat of a nighttime game, but that $6 tickets, yeah, it's sad. It's that Broken Arrow. But yes, those are in the nosebleeds though. You can actually get really good tickets. I found out you can sit down front row right behind the bench, probably 5 rows up for $200.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I would probably throw beer bottles or something at them.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. But.
Oh, that's right. Damn it. I'm sorry. There's so many people here walking by. I'm kind of side distracted.
You're all right. We'll keep it quick. You're expecting it to be a close game. It looks like the money is expecting it to be a close game. It started off as an 8.5-point spread. Baltimore has now gone down to being only favored by 7.5 as of today. So money is on going more towards the Browns, surprisingly, even though I think I'm in line with Justin. He said 21-6 Ratbirds. I'm thinking it's going to be a 10-point game at least. So you're thinking that they're going to keep it close somehow.
Close enough. I mean, the defense does play good at home, but with this game, like I said, anything can happen. If I'm going to give a prediction today, it'll probably be, good God, probably 20. I would go 20-13. I think they get the 7-point spread, but it's just I want to get pumped for this game. I can't because I'm super pumped for mac and cheese right now. And by the way, did I tell you how much cheese I put in my mac and cheese today?
You sent me a picture.
8 pounds of cheese. Oh yeah, and Cheez-Its to top it all. I did the classy move.
You want to try and get us a sneak peek of the
You want to come over? Here, you talk. I will walk over here to the tailgate, show you the spread. All right.
All right. That's fine. So, again, Darren's got some interesting points there. Obviously, we can talk a little bit about the last time these teams met a couple weeks ago. Obviously, Joe Flacco was still on the team. It was a little different. 200 yards, 1 touchdown, interception, back. 28 quarterback rating, so obviously not very good there. I believe that was the final game that Flacco played for us before we decided to send him off.
I got the man behind the scenes right here too.
Oh man!
Oh yeah! Hey, thanks for tuning in. Go Browns, Super Bowl. You know what? Podcast.
We're not eliminated yet.
Air attack today, 300 yards. Yeah, no kidding. 300 yards. There we go. Yeah, I got a man down the board. Gabriel's gonna throw 300 yards if you include the return yards on interceptions. Return yards on interceptions. So you heard it here first.
You got any score predicts from them?
You got a score predict for the game today? What are you thinking? 27-10. 27-10. I'm guessing Baltimore. So 27-10 Baltimore. So there's one. Hey, so here are the wonderful smokers that are holding the mac and cheese.
Okay.
So they're all warmed up, ready to go. We have the ambulance behind us. This is a lookout to everybody out there. Like I said, a lot of people out here.
A lot more people than I expected for 4 hours before the game.
Right? Today. That's me too. I wasn't expecting this, so it's a good turnout.
Yeah, awesome.
What's your score prediction, bud?
I'm not too far off from Justin here. I'm thinking the Ravens 24, Browns 13, 11-point loss. I think it's going to be much like the last game. I mean, defense holds them for the first half. Dylan Gabriel can't really get much going. The defense confuses them. And with how bad our special teams have been and how much of a focus that is for John Harbaugh, I just wouldn't be surprised if we give up another touchdown on special teams and people are throwing their hands in the air. I mean, the more I do this year and interact with fans, it seems the more apathetic everybody's becoming. There's less and less people watching the games, and it's sad. We're in week 11, and we're already more worried about who's coming out in the draft in April than we are about what the actual product is going to be this week, right? So,
there you go. Beautiful Brown Stadium right behind us.
There you go. You have any Any bold predictions for us?
You know something? If I'm gonna do a bold predict, it will probably be give me a Junkins 80 yards over rushing, and give me another Njoku touchdown. I think Njoku gets in the end zone today.
Love it. Love it.
What about you?
My bold prediction, it's not a good one for the Brownies. Browns have 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions from Dylan Gabriel, and 1 fumble from somebody.
Oh, Brian, what the hell?
The air has been let out of my balloon, buddy. When you lose to the Jets, what do you? It can't be picked back up right now. Maybe the Browns will surprise me. I don't see it, but maybe they'll surprise me.
All right, but I gotta hop off here. They're pulling out the mac and cheese. I gotta go judge.
Love it. All right, go have fun. Enjoy the game. We'll talk to you later, Patty. Thanks, buddy.
All right, thanks, buddy. See you guys later. Have a great day. Go Browns.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go.